Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Gentlewoman, Grace Hayden. So good to have you here today. So good to have you. Hi. So I'm back. I'm posting on a Monday, not my usual Sunday, but that's just a-okay for me. Sorry, I need my jackets that are all hanging up out of the background. Um, my apartment is decorated so cute, and the sun is out right now. It's like 2 o'clock. So couldn't have the window behind me or it would not have been a pretty sight with the sun and my face. So we're just gonna glow in the moment right now. We're gonna glow. To be honest, I did not want to record this today, but I do make promises that I do have to keep on my Instagram stories. And one of those was that I was gonna post today. And it's just so crazy because I really respect creators that do post all the freaking time on social media because it is so the thought of doing something is so awful until you just start it. And I guess that's with a lot of things, but especially something like recording yourself talking for however many minutes. It's such a simple task, yet doing it takes all the freaking energy in the world to make it happen. So I'm here, I'm showing up for myself. This is one of my hobbies. I like to call it a hobby. I want it to be a hobby. Um, yeah, I don't like that the mic has to cover my bottom half of my face, but that's okay. Um, oh, I didn't address my bundle situation. I am freezing cold right now. For the past 2 nights, I've been in Florence, Italy. I got back this morning and I slept on a couch situation, and it was really detrimental to my health, I think, because both nights I got about five, no, 4 hours of very interrupted sleep. So that was awful. I'll actually go into my trip on the pod because I really don't know what I want to talk about this episode. I used to plan them out, but lately I haven't had too many ideas of what to say that don't get too emotional and weird. So, yeah, I'm just going to talk about my trip a little bit. So, basically, it was one of my good friend's birthday. His name's Mateo. He is my friend from the school I go to in America, and he is studying in Florence um, architecture. So that is so cool. And he reached out to me and was like, "It's my birthday this weekend. Do you want to come to Florence? We're going to do this, that, and the other thing. It'll be great." And I was like, "Yeah, I need to get out of Paris," as much as that's the most annoying statement I've ever said, maybe. Living alone and doing a lot of my travels alone each day gets me a little in my head. So I was going to jump at the opportunity to peace out for a second, be with people I'm comfortable with, because I also had my friend Jonathan there and a bunch of other people from UMD, which is great to see them. Complete sidebar, but it's just interesting how a lot of people sometimes will go with their whole college to abroad versus the people that don't. And I'm one of the people that did not do that. Only 6 people from my college are here, and I'm only friends with one of them. And she's great, and we're gonna hang out and everything. We've gotten dinner. Um, so that's been a comfort space for me, but otherwise I've really had to force myself to make friends, and it's great because whatever happens happens, and you have them for now, and then you go back home and you still have your college friends. But it really made me grateful in the moments, which I will explain, um, that I don't go to school with a bunch of UMD people, because it was just a lot and it felt obligatory. Is that how you say that word? Yeah, I think so. It felt like you had to hang out with each other. They all lived together. It was the doors were always open, everyone was always welcome, and like that is so nice. And I had moments during the trip where I was like, damn, I wish I had this kind of life. And then I had moments where I'm like, oh my God, I need to be back in my apartment alone, like doing my own thing. Also, Florence is weirdly Americanized. I just don't know if it's, I guess it has to be a really popular study abroad spot, but I didn't realize that. And just like in the streets in Paris, you don't hear people speaking English all the time. Florence, all of a sudden I'm knowing Brad, Chad, and Billy's business because they're speaking it so loud on the streets. And like I heard zero Italian. Literally, only when you went into like vintage stores or like art stores where people like ciao, ciao, whatever, like trying to speak to us in Italian and then like realizing we don't speak Italian, but Matteo speaks a little bit of Spanish and battalion and Italian, so he was able to like talk for us a lot. But literally everyone speaks English and everyone is so comfortable. Like the Americans are so comfortable speaking English like loudly, and here that is just not the case. Like you cannot, like you get seriously glared at if you speak English in an American accent loudly at a restaurant. It's just like very frowned upon, or even loudly in the streets. Like even when I'm on the phone with someone, I try to keep my like volume really low. I think it's so funny. I look like a grandma right now. I'm having a really bad hair dye, so that's why I put this in the little balaclava, but whatever. Complete sidebar. But yeah, it was just kind of crazy how like Americanized it was, and it was kind of sad. Like I kind of again then appreciated how cultured Paris is because you're in an Italian country, you should be speaking or attempting to speak Italian out of respect. And I kind of really understood the French like not need and want for people to speak French because it is a respectful thing to do. So it's just interesting, like all the juxtapositions I was dealing with the whole trip, like kind of here I'm sometimes like, ugh, I just wish like it was easy to go into a store and get myself food without like a whole debacle of like, oh, you're American, you know? And then when we got to Florence, like everyone could understand me, so it was like easy all of a sudden. And then I was like, I feel like I'm not being challenged at all. I feel like I'm not having to step out of my comfort zone at all. Um, so it was definitely an interesting little realization moment this weekend, a lot of realizations. But I was really glad I went, and everyone was really welcoming and kind. So I got off my plane, and Mateo got me at the tram. There's like a tram there, there's not a metro, which is interesting because in Paris, like everywhere has a metro. Definitely more low key vibes. It was a beautiful day. It was like 58 degrees. Don't know what the Celsius conversion is, but I think everyone listening is Fahrenheit. We immediately like went to his apartment and I got ready for the day. I put my makeup on, got a dress on, whatever. We saw this like breakfast food place coming in, so we were going to just go back down there. We did. We got Jonathan. The three of us went down, ordered food, great food, but upon drinking the smoothie that I got, like a sip of the smoothie, I was like, ooh, something is not right. Like something is tingling my throat a little bit. And I knew that they were using peanut butter in the other smoothies, like not every single one, like one of them had peanut butter as an ingredient. But I did not ask them to like clean the blender. I'm allergic to peanut butter if that's not clear here. Well, peanuts. So I take a sip and I don't know if it's placebo because I know they're using peanut butter or whatever, but I immediately get like throat scratchy and like a little dizzy. And I'm like, what's going on? And it just feels like my throat's kind of closing. And I'm like not saying anything to the boys because I don't want to like freak them out. And I'm eating my falafel wrap and I'm feeling even worse now. And that has like hummus in it. So then I'm wondering like, are there some sort of nuts in the hummus that I'm eating? Like all this crap's going down. And like all of a sudden I'm just like, guys, I really don't feel good. We need to go get water. And so we go get water, and at this point my throat's getting like scratchy and like hard to swallow, and my nose closed, which is a phenomenon I've literally never dealt with in an allergy before, where like my nose closed with like mucus. Sorry, that's so like disgusting, but it's literally what happened, and I've never felt anything like that before. It was so crazy. So we like run into a pharmacy because I don't have Benadryl on me, which is really stupid, but now I have it on me. I keep that thing on me. Um, I am like antihistamine to the lady, and Mateo's like speaking in Italian the best he can to say like she needs antihistamine. She gives it to me. It's ironically called Zyrtec, but like not the Zyrtec we know. Um, the one that we know and love. It's not that one. And I take it, or maybe that's when the nose thing started, like right after that. But anyway, my stomach was hurting. I was feeling dizzy. I was like, what a lovely start to our trip. Like, I thought we were gonna have a great day, and then like I eat this food, and of course it F's me up, and it's just like great. So we go back to the apartment. Um, we I lay down for a second because I really don't feel good. At this point, I'm still in the freaking dress. So I change out of the dress into like biker shorts and a top because I was like, no, what's not happening is me wearing this like nice dress right now. Like, that's just not what is happening today. It was not in the cards for me to have a sleigh picture in that dress. So it'll come back out. But I'm actually thinking of selling the dress on Vinted because it didn't fit me too well when I tried it on, and I was like, I've worn this on Instagram before, like a couple times, and in person places. So maybe I just sell it, but that's a total sidebar. Um, Trigger warning about throwing up is coming. Well, that is the warning. So I'm really like struggling to move, to like think clearly, to breathe even because my nose is clogged and I don't want to be out here like mouth breathing. So I decided to throw up my food, and obviously never do that unless you are literally think you're allergic to something, because that's kind of the only thing you can do in the moment, or just wait for it to pass. But like that's not what I was gonna do. My stomach was like absolutely like killing me. So I do that, and the boys like play music really loudly so that no one can hear me, and I'm like, thank bless their souls because they were so cute about it. And Mateo like made me tea, and that was really helpful to calm my stomach down. I drank it all. I was feeling a lot better. Then we started our adventure again, and my nose started unclogging, and everything was like getting better. So then we just kind of took on Florence for the day, and we went to a bunch of places that they like knew and loved from studying abroad there so far. And with that, we did a little picnic. So we went to a grocery store, got bread, mozzarella cheese, goat cheese. We all got sushi, chips, maybe something like that. We got cups of ice and did Aperol spritzes. I am 21, but here it's legal at like freaking 17 or something, so it doesn't even matter. We got little cups of ice, and then we took them up to the Piazza Michelangelo. If anyone has been to Florence and knows where that is, it was gorgeous and such a fun time. We watched the sunset, and then it was time to go to Mateo's birthday. So we get home. Um, Fully, we're surprising him with a table at the club that we were going to. So we all take a rest. Mateo's like dead, knocked out asleep. I give Jonathan my money because like everyone had to pay some sort of money, cash for the table. We did like cash instead of a card to avoid like Venmo and everything, which was great. So I'm like passing the money as Mateo's like waking up. And literally at this point, like four people had like spoiled the table thing because we met some of the guys that Jonathan was friends with at the Michelangelo like sunset spot. And then earlier that day, one of their friends said something about a table, and those boys said something about a table, and I was like, if Mateo doesn't know, he really is just like not picking up on social cues. So he didn't know though. We had a pregame at their house. It was really fun. I saw some people from UMD that I knew, met some people that I don't know, so now I have some more friends there. And then we walked our booties to the club, and next thing you know, we're like, surprise, we got you a table. And he's like, shut up, like, no way, no way. And I'm like, I don't know how you didn't know, because like actually like 2 times today it was said that you had a table like to your face and you just didn't pick up on it, I guess. But it was silly, goofy mood, and I was feeling good. Oh, I stopped at H&M because um, I needed like pants to wear out because I only brought one pair of pants, and I was still in my mode where I was like, I'm not doing a dress right now. I was gonna do a dress, but it got really cold, and you're either in a dress mood or you're not, and I was not in a dress mood, so I couldn't do it. I didn't have it in me. But I got these really cute pants. I didn't take a picture in them, but they're very like Valentine's Day, like they're floral, and all the flowers are like pink, red, and white, and they're really tiny, so it's just like a pattern. And I've just been buying so many basics lately that I was like, I need to throw some color back into my wardrobe, or else I'll turn into like an NPC. Like I have a lot of white here, I have a lot of black, I have a lot of brown, so had to add to it. And I'm really glad I did because I got a lot of compliments on them and I felt really confident in them. So that is my tip of advice for today, is add some color back into your wardrobe, because I know it's super trendy right now to not be colorful, but you forget how fun like color really is. And I also went thrifting the next day after the club. So the club was the club was the club. Kind of ended on a bad note, but everyone was fine. Mateo was happy at the end of the night, so that's all that mattered. Um, Moving on to the next day, we wake up pretty late because we didn't get home until like 5 a.m., which is very normal for the study abroad lifers, but it really sucks when you have to sleep on this like metal cot covered by like the thinnest layer of like padding, if you could even call it padding, and like in a cold room with a blanket. Like that was my sleep. And the thing was also really small. Like I had to be scrunched up like a literal like baby, like so small so that I could fit on this bed. This couch, not even a couch, metal rods with padding over it. But anyway, besides the point. Next day, wake up, get lunch for Mateo's birthday. It was really good. We went thrifting. We went to a Carhartt store thrifting. I got this really cute like quarter zip with some sort of like English crest in the middle of it. I want to like Google reverse search what it is because I want to know like who I'm repping when I wear it. But that again is a little pop of color because it has like a yellow stripe. It's very like European, like trash moment, like something like modelly. I already posted it on Instagram because I can't help myself. And then I got Asher a t-shirt that I'm gonna keep here and wear as like a sleep shirt until I can give it to him, I think, or I'll ship it. But I need another t-shirt, so I most likely am gonna keep it and then just give it to him when I get back. Sorry, Asher. I know you're listening. And then I got this little white dress that's like the perfect thing ever, and it was literally everything in total was 17 euro, and it's literally just like white, and it crosses like on the chest and has little um like, I don't know how to explain it, but the straps are really cute too. Like it's just the perfect like white dainty dress. I didn't even try anything on. I'm just kind of trusting the process. But like the t-shirt and the quarter zip, you don't really need to try on. But the dress, I'm just hoping it's not too long or anything. But even if it is, I can hem it, whatever. So that was really fun because I love thrifting. But then I had all these clothes from H&M because I got a top and a bottom at H&M. And I got 2 tops and bottoms because I'm wearing the one shirt now. It's the one under this sweater. Um, then a black top that I also already posted on Instagram in. So that's just great because I freaking hate outfit re-wearing, and it's just gonna happen on this trip like so much. So I just have to get over my fear of the outfit re-wear. And then we got some gelato. We had gelato both days, so that was really good. And I had a great time. And then we just were walking around everywhere, seeing some more sights. Decided to go to a soccer game as a group, and that was really funny for us because we got like stopped for an interview, and the guy like would not stop asking me and Mateo if we were dating, and we were literally like, no, no, no. And I was like, I'm from Canada, because he was like live streaming to someone, and I was like, I don't want to say I'm from America right now, like, and get some hatred for it. So that was silly, but we also couldn't get in at first because Jonathan's friend Eva um, didn't have like her IDs and stuff because they all got stolen. So she only had a picture of it. And at soccer games, you need an ID to get in, which is so crazy to me. Like, so crazy. Um, I don't understand why that's a rule. But, anyways, the police and the guard watching the thing like would not let her in. So we go back to the ticket office because we're not gonna like go without her. And the lady tells us like, oh, we'll call them. You know, this happened to like two other people. We'll get you in, whatever, whatever, whatever. So we come back. This is like our third time going back to that area now. And we're like, they literally said they let us in. Like, it's already halftime at this point. Like, we're obviously not rowdy fans. We're obviously not like using fake tickets or whatever. This girl is who she says she is. She has a picture of her visa. Um, and they're like, whatever, okay, fine. And then this guy like walks us to better seats, which was really interesting because we just thought they like hated us because we were American, but they walked us to better seats, and we stayed for the whole half. And I was really glad that we weren't there for the whole time because it was so cold, and I just like can't watch soccer for 90 minutes in a row, I don't think. So, yeah, we just got some drinks, and some people got hot dogs. I got popcorn, and we just enjoyed ourselves. And then we got pizzas afterwards at this really nice Italian place. Obviously, we were in Italy. We all got huge pizzas, they were giant. Also posted on my Instagram. If you need to see any of this stuff, it's all there. And yeah, I got back this morning and I got like 0 hours of sleep last night. I kept having this crazy dream that I was like, that I like had a child, and I was like in the dream, like realizing that what was happening wasn't real, but I still wasn't awake. So like in like dream Grace was like, this is fake, like this is a dream, like this is not your child, like when you wake up later you will not have a child next to you, so like don't freak out. And then like something else was telling me like, no, this is your child, like when you wake up you're gonna have this kid to take care of. So I was like freaking out, and I would like wake up, check my phone, like go back to bed, be back in the dream with my random child that didn't even look like me. I was like, who is this? um that was so weird. The fact that it didn't look like me was really funny to me. But it just scared the hell out of me because nobody wants to have a child, especially right now. Ew. Love kids, but I could not have my own child right now. Dreamland Grace. I don't know why that happened because your dreams are literally your subconscious like talking to you. So hopefully I don't. Well, I literally can't become with child. Anyway, let's not get into that on the Gentlewoman podcast. So, yeah, I'm just like really tired today, and it's been a rough day getting back into the swing of things, but I did go grocery shopping. I did go to the pharmacy to get CeraVe, like the moisturizer, like the thick moisturizer, because right now I have the sunscreen one and it's fine and dandy, but it's not really like moisturizing my skin enough, so I got the thick one that has the pump. So I will be good to go and all moisturized. I also got new toothpaste because I needed it. And what else did I get? Oh, I got myself flowers. 'Cause Valentine's Day is coming up. But I also just will always buy myself flowers if I see them. So that's just me. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. So that was just kind of a recap of my Florence trip because not much happened that last week because France was striking on the days I had school. And they're striking again on the days I have school this week. So I'm just hoping to go to yoga with my friend Jamie, possibly get dinner with Vivek, maybe see my other friends I made at Welcome Week. We will see. Sorry, just try to pull the mic away from my face. We will see what happens, or we'll see if next time I'm coming at you with a more theoretical and life lesson-y podcast. But sending everyone love and motivation to get your bleep done for your week. Journal, do some self-care work, drink your water. This is my water. I've been drinking it. You must drink it too. And have a lovely rest of your Monday. Okay, goodbye everyone.